The U.S. Defense Department has spent over $1 trillion on the most cutting-edge robot technology, introducing RoboSanta Plus for the upcoming holiday season.
What are you gonna do this fine Christmas Eve?
I was potentially gonna go meet up with a dude. I've blown him off twice already, so.
Come on, get a drink with your old pal, Robbie.
What's up with you two?
Just grabbing a drink.
I talk her out of some Tinder trash.
You didn't talk me out of anything.
To Christmas!
Bah humbug.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
New animatronic state-of-the-art Santa Claus featured at our own TW Bunkers is now the subject of international recall.
Santa?
What? This guy killed the kid next door!
Oh, shit!
Do you hear that?
Or what?
You need to give me a gun.
What is that?
It's him.
Oh, Santa Claus?
Yeah, it's fucking
Santa
Claus.
Claus!
Have you heard from the boys down at the scene yet?
They're still down there counting bodies.
Ho! And what's up, Gorehounds? And welcome to a very special Christmas episode of the Gore and More podcast. I am your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in as always. However, I do not bring in this shit show alone. Blah 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 blah. For with me, as always, are my horror homies. Started off with the Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
Ho, 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 bitches.
And we have the host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, the Duke of the Dead, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
Jiggle my balls, motherfuckers.
And the Meat Mountain, that killing machine, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Feliz Navidad, fuckers.
Oh, hey.
I was surprised you didn't. I was expecting it.
That's all right. Today is December 19th, 2022, and we have a fucking banger of an episode today. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about what the fuck we did in the last week. So I'm going to hand it off to Chad Daddy. But before we even do that, I need Scuba Steve to let us know what time it is.
It is time for your Slice Alive!
Thank you, Mr. Vasquez.
Beautiful.
Really
Just
jingle
gave me-
balls.
Oh, that was a perpetual erection now.
Woohoo! Chad Daddy, how you been, homie?
I have been well, thank you. It was kind of a relaxed weekend, you know, the usual stuff with taking the kids bowling. But before that, Friday afternoon, I had a nice little lunch date.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. I had lunch with our own pod boss, Mr. TJ Bowser.
Oh, shout out to
nice,
the boss
nice.
man
Yeah,
himself.
he came up for a little visit. I picked him up. He was getting his car inspected, so we went to lunch. Me, him, and Harper went to the local Italian place, Joe's Pizza. Had a nice little lunch, nice little chat, and 1 second here. I did finally get my
there it
copy.
is.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Hey, very
Dude,
nice.
this turned out so much better than I expected to. Everything like the paper stock that he used is
Bro,
top
right?
line.
Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
solid
This is
enough
thick.
of a
This
fucking
is thick. This is one thick book, but I love the art. It looked so much better. I was actually fortunate enough to see it throughout the entire inception. I saw the original story treatment he did, read the script, saw the rough pencils. I saw the finished. You know, I've seen it from inception to this, and it really turned out really well. So I'm really proud of him. It was a really nice, nice minimalistic approach to the actual dialogue.
yes.
But the visuals told the story perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why I loved it.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm really hoping to see. We can't wait to see the next one. See how far he takes the storyline. So with Mr. T.J. Bowser, excellent job, my friend. Like I said, beautiful visuals.
Hell yeah.
And
I can't wait for a big stink, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
I would not object to seeing this in some actual TV series, movie, whatever. It would be really cool. So fingers crossed that I know that's probably his ultimate goal. So let's hope that happens for him.
I mean, Brody
Right.
is coming over soon, so
Mm-hmm.
who knows?
Mhm.
So let's see, what else have I done? I think I talked about Smile last week, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you? Yes, you did.
See, I don't remember when I watched it, but I don't think I watched too many movies. I did watch this one. This is a
Yeah, you
pretty
did.
fun, fantastic movie. So, aside from that, getting Christmas gifts wrapped and everything in order for Christmas, waiting for Santa Claus. You know, kids only have a few more days, and then I have to deal with them for a whole week.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Can't wait.
So, you know what? Let's just keep the ball rolling. Lord Scuba Steve, how about you, brother?
Man, I had a pretty great fucking weekend, if I do say so myself. I got to see one of my favorite bands live in San Antonio this past weekend, Blue October. I love their music. I've been following these guys for fucking years. It was the last show of this tour that they had, and a buddy of mine gave me meet and greet passes and free tickets to the concert. So how could I pass that up?
Nice.
No,
So I
you
took the
can't.
night off of work, and a buddy of mine, we went up there. Mel unfortunately couldn't go. She had to work, so she couldn't take it off. So a buddy of mine hit the road. We were there in about an hour and a half, and it was great, man. We got to chat with the band and take pictures with them, and they gave us an autographed poster. And I've met them before, but it's been years. So actually getting to see their new music and stuff live was fucking awesome. And
Hell yeah.
then we hauled ass back and made it just in time to hit the bar. So I went to my job not working, which was, fun to actually get to just hang out and not actually have to be in the booth. And then yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I didn't do much yesterday. I made tamales yesterday. That's what I did.
I said,
Yes, you
I
did.
saw that. Yes.
So I've always wanted to make them, and that's the one thing that the last time I tried to make, I failed horribly. So I was like, fuck it, I'm never making them again. And then I just got a wild hair, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call grandma, and I'm gonna ask grandma, how do you do this? So she told me exactly what to do. I followed her instructions. I just minimalized it to make a small batch. And let me tell you, while they were nowhere near as good as my grandma's, they were fucking close.
Nice.
They were super close. And I
Nice.
was impressed with myself. And I was like, hell yeah. Yes, I am having a rave, TJ. Damn it.
It's a Christmas party.
If you saw this movie, you would understand why I have the
See, I
line.
got one
We'll
right back
talk
there too,
about
buddy.
that.
You're all good.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. So, but yeah, so it was a really cool weekend. Just laid back, and I didn't get to watch this because since I took Saturday off, I had to work last night, so I didn't get to watch it until today at work. And I was glad I did because, yeah, that's all I did. Bobby.
What did I do? This is Friday night. Me and my girlfriend, we were just out with friends. We did a game night. That was it. We just played games all night. Saturday, my one friend and his wife, they had a Christmas party, so we had to have ugly sweaters, hence why I'm wearing this sleigh all
Very
day.
nice.
I like it.
So it was an ugly sweater Christmas party. We had like white elephant gifts. I came home with a bottle of Jack Fire and some nice little new shot glasses that came with it.
Nice.
It was good shit. And then Sunday, me and her went to Philly for a few hours, and we had some fat ass motherfucking cheesesteaks for lunch. Like they were banging.
Nice.
Oh,
We saw the pics. They
Oh
look
yeah, the
delicious.
pics were beautiful.
I know everybody know like their preferences for a cheesesteak. It didn't need no ketchup, none of that shit. It literally was peppers,
Who
onions.
the fuck puts
and
ketchup on a cheesesteak?
Psychopaths.
You'd be surprised.
Kids,
surprised.
Probably
children.
the
put
same
ketchup.
kind of people that eat tamales with ketchup, because that's a no go for me.
Why?
Or put ketchup on their steak.
That's fucked up. You don't
Dude.
deserve to be on this earth.
Dude, I used to work in an Italian restaurant, and we always had
What
prime.
is
we
all
used to
this crap that you guys are spitting at me right now?
Dude,
Who is
we had
putting ketchup on this
prime
shit?
rib on Friday and Saturday nights, right? And there was a person that would always come in and get the prime rib, and they'd put fucking ketchup on the prime rib, and it would come back to the dirty dish would come back, and the fucking head chef would just pitch a fit.
Yeah.
What in the
Ketchup
hell?
on a prime rib.
Honestly, like the only thing I truly use ketchup for is French fries, and honestly, I prefer barbecue sauce, which is still ketchup, just with more brown sugar.
I hate
Yeah,
I
but-
hate it when people put ketchup on eggs, because I already don't
Hot
like
sauce,
eggs.
bro. It's
Yeah,
hot sauce.
Hot
Yep.
sauce.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like eggs?
I do, but I
Any
don't. They
kind
have
of
to be-
eggs, or does it like
They have to be scrambled. I have to have a shitload of pepper,
cheese?
or no
cheese.
no cheese. It cannot touch bread. Like I can't eat a taco with egg in it. It just weirds me out.
Well, you said
And-
bread. That's a tortilla. What,
But
you
it's
ta-
still
you
bread.
Can't have
It's still
you can't have a
bread.
sandwich.
No,
You can't have like a.
who the
You can't have an
You've
egg
never
sandwich.
had a delicious breakfast bagel sandwich.
What up? Yeah. What the fuck?
Dude,
Ew.
the other day,
Steve,
Wait,
my
he lives
soul
in Texas.
weeps
They
for
don't know
you,
what
man.
that is.
Ew.
dude, the other day we had leftover hamburgers, so I warmed up a hamburger for lunch and fried an egg and put it on top and had a
No,
breakfast.
I
burger.
can't.
runny
Fucking
egg.
delicious.
Okay.
The
No.
yolk and everything running out was
Ugh.
fantastic.
So if I eat an egg, it has to be cooked. Like I'll fry the egg and flip it kind of like sunny side up, but the yolk cannot be runny.
Oh,
So
so,
I
you
cook it
it's not
all the
sunny
way.
side up. That's
I
That's
forget what
just
it's
fri-
called.
It's
It's a fried
someone-
egg.
yeah, just
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
fried egg. That's yeah.
I thought there was another name for it though. But
Like over
Anyway.
hard.
I think it's over hard or something like that. Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah, but anyways, continue. Bob.
Anyway, as
no,
I
I'm
said-
like so distracted right now. Like on this.
well. Anyway,
By the way,
he
by the
doesn't
way-
like eggs. Like
By the way, in like Western Pennsylvania, they're not sunny side up. We just call them dippy eggs.
dippy egg. So you dip your bacon in
yeah,
it.
because you could dip. Well, no, you dip your
Toast.
toast and bacon in
Toast.
there.
so there's sunny
No!
side up, which is the
Yes.
full.
Yes.
the sunny side up is-
Anyway,
the sunny side
No!
up is full yolk.
Anyway,
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Bob.
no, in the cheesesteak they had sweet peppers and hot peppers and fried onions and a little bit of mushroom. I had cheese whiz and then regular cheese in it.
Okay, which is your preference?
All of it.
Because
No,
I'm kind of
it-
half and half. Sometimes I love
No.
cheese whiz. Sometimes I love a little provolone.
honestly, I do both, but I have to do both because if I'm gonna have it, I'm gonna be a fat kid and have it.
I'm a cheese whiz guy.
So I like my regular cheese. I like my cheese whiz. It's gotta be there. If you're gonna have
If I-
it, you gotta have
If
it.
I have
like that
provolone, it has
fake
to have mayo
cheese.
on it, though.
No, oh God, no,
No, see, I can't
No.
do mayo, dude.
no, you want to talk
Really?
blasphemy? That's blasphemy.
That is not blasphemy.
On a cheesesteak, it is.
It is not blasphemy.
What was
I
that sandwich we
beg
had
to
at Primanti
differ.
Brothers during Steel City Con?
yeah.
The, that I had?
What-
Didn't you get the one that had like fries and shit in it?
Oh, that's every sandwich at Permanis. You
mean-
can't get it. You have to ask for it without fries.
Are they a fat sandwich place or?
It was a delicious sandwich place. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay. No, because we call them
Um,
fat sandwiches here.
No, your fat sandwiches are a whole different fucking smorgasbord.
Yeah, I know,
bro,
I
and That
know.
is definitely a fat sandwich.
But
I
yeah, buddy,
know.
Permani Brothers, there's fries and slaw on every sandwich. Doesn't matter what
Yeah,
it is.
so like
Slaw's-
that's
Slaw's good. Slaw's good.
so like the fat sandwiches are like that, but put it in a fucking 18-inch sub. And I'm pretty sure God made it the 11th commandment that thou shalt not eat more than 5 in a lifetime, or I shall go right to hell for pure gluttony.
No,
Oh
but
my
there
god,
is
that's
a
probably
place that if you-
10,000 calories right there.
There is a
buddy.
place that if you ate 5, you get
At
to
least
name the
five.
sandwich after you.
Yeah, because you're going straight to fucking hell for gluttony. For that reason, you're literally laughing in the face of God as you choke down 5,000 calories of sub. Anyways,
so we went there,
Jerseys.
and then we had that for lunch, and then we actually got to watch this movie last night, and I found it to be fun. So did she. So that's what we're here to talk
it
about.
was a
But
blast.
now I need Mr. Santa Claus above me. Just his beard is not white, so I want to know what.
Oh, we'll make
I
it
want-
white later.
I want to sit on his lap and find out what's going on.
There you go. Well, let's see. What did I do this weekend? We actually took the kiddo to the Polar Express
Ooh, nice
experience. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. Either way, it was pretty cool for the kid. Like, it actually was at this like full like train station, dude. We load on the Polar Express and you get hot cocoa and your sugar cookies like you always do, and you ride up to the North Pole, air quotes. And Santa does come aboard, but all right, so like all in all, the dude who was like running our car, I guess, these guys aren't just like hired. I can't imagine they're just hired seasonal help like anybody. These guys got to be in like drama club or some bullshit, dude, because there's literally one part where there's like 2 more people that bust in the car and they do the whole like hot cocoa like song and dance number with them dancing in the aisles. And I'm like, whoa, can you imagine like trying to get like a seasonal gig? You're like, yo, dude, I'll go fucking work on the train. This will be sweet. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, here's the dance number you need to fucking know. It's like you're not just handing out cocoa and cookies, bro. There's so much more in that.
It's not a job interview. It's an absolute audition.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's a little legitimate little like show, and I was like, damn, that's pretty impressive. And they did some like games where we had like race the present like up and down each side, which was that was like super fun. Got everybody like kind of involved and stuff. And yeah, man, it was cool. All the kids got their bells, and like I personally hate the movie, can't stand it. I think it's boring as shit. Always enjoyed the book though when I was a kid. So
and
that's
the CGI is really creepy.
Yes. Oh my god, yes, dude.
It's very creepy.
Mandark is just super fucking weird in that movie. And it's just
oh god, I just realized that is the same fucking
It's
voice.
fucking Mandark, dude.
Is.
But there was this kid who was dressed like that kid, and he was like acting like him, going up and down and all that stuff. But yeah, so we did that, and then played a bunch of fucking games, dude. I prestiged on Ghostbusters this weekend, which back to the fucking basics, which is weird but awesome at the same time.
I haven't played. I gotta get
Colander
back to
hat. The last update is fucking garbage, dude. I love the game and I will fully like say everything good about it. But the new update, people, I don't know, man. Like they listen to fans, but I don't know what fans were talking or complaining about it. But they said that the ghost was too weak, so they fucking like. Dude, the stun sucks dick now. It lasts like a second and a half. It doesn't matter how fucking amped your PKE. Not to mention the recharge on the PKE is like another fucking 15 seconds. Just for the normal fucking like fast recharge. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. So now it's way harder to actually get the bust of the ghost, which is fine. But it's like, dude, that was never an issue in the first place if you had somebody who knew how to play the fucking ghost.
So they nerfed the Ghostbusters even more.
Right. Now, and especially, dude, like I had a battery drain on my trap, and I didn't realize I had to switch back to the lipo battery. And anybody who's never played this, dude, go play this game. If you don't know what to talk about, I get it. So, anyways, had a battery drain, dude. My trap would drain. I counted it in fucking 6 seconds, bro. Yep. And I was like, whoa!
Okay,
I can't catch a ghost in that fast, dude. Like you can get a stream, and it takes a stream like 3 to 4 seconds just to even connect.
To walk on, yeah.
And then I'm like, holy fuck.
So wait, Johnny, your trap, is it fully updated?
Yeah. No, because I went back and threw I don't have all the stuff because I reset, so now I got to redo all the
okay, no, because when I had the trap just recently, I had it fully, like I had it on everything that I unlocked.
Well, it doesn't matter how fully, because all the stats vary. It depends on how you want to set it up.
So,
because some of it drains the battery more.
Go the lipo battery,
yes,
until you actually unlock the lithium, which even unlocking the lithium one is ridiculous. But anyways,
so I did that with the full foot pad, and it worked out 10 times better.
Actually, I went back from the receiver to the foot pad because there's a foot pad that's actually faster and it's got better like instant drawdown.
Yes.
So, all right. That being said, also been playing Halo. Very excited because the Christmas update comes out this week. Ghostbusters did not have a Christmas update. They said they wanted to do this patch, and they're concentrated on the first DLC dropping in January. So, yay to that. But yeah, Christmas update for Halo tomorrow. You can get a Santa hat. I'm super excited. Not that you guys play Halo by any means.
It pisses me off. Elphonic really dropped the ball with not having a Christmas hat or something like that for Ghostbusters.
Bro, how hard is it to like digitize 2 Christmas trees, some lights, and a Santa hat? You did it for Halloween and the game just dropped. Like, fuck this patch. This patch made it worse. You would have been better with just giving us a Christmas patch, dude.
So they're doing the exact same shit they did with Friday the 13th.
I was about to say, what did you expect after what they did with Friday the 13th?
Well, I don't, because I didn't play Predator, so I feel like I would have to base it more off of Predator than Friday the 13th.
Predator wasn't much better than Friday the 13th.
They're still going on Predator, though.
I know.
Man, and
I still play it
doing,
every once in a while. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They're still doing updates and stuff, so at least that like.
The funny thing is, I have never once played a match as the Predator. Never wanted to. I like being a mercenary more.
But I will say, man, at least for better or for worse, Ilphonic is at least listening to the fans. So hopefully they'll listen to the fans when they fucking come back with pitchforks on this bitch and they fucking retweak that shit. But that being said, I started watching Christmas Story Christmas. Absolutely loved what I saw, but my daughter was like not feeling it. So I'll have to watch that on my own time. And then I got to watch this fucking awesome movie, to which I'm totally fucking stoked. And ready
let's get into
to
this.
Talk about it.
Let's do this.
So, let's see. I know you got Scubas up here for the plot rundown, but Chad Daddy, this was your pick. You want to do it?
I would be delighted. So today we're talking about, and by the way, this is the newest movie we've ever done. New as in it's been out for 10 days.
A week? It's a week?
Yeah. It came out on the 9th, so we're talking about Christmas Bloody Christmas, released December 9th, 2022. It's Christmas Eve, and fiery record store owner Tori Toombs just wants to get drunk and party until the robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and makes her night more than a little complicated. Santa Claus begins a rampant killing spree through the neon-drenched snowscape against a backdrop of drugs, sex, metal, and violence, ultimately forcing Tori into a blood-spattered battle for survival against the ruthless heavy metal Saint Nick himself. Directed by Mr. Joe Begos of Almost Human, VFW. Written by also Jeff Begos, The Mind's Eye and Bliss.
Joe
Produced
Begos.
by Joe Begos, Almost Human, Bliss, and Joe Ethier, The Mind's Eye, VFW. Bobby, take it away.
Riley Dandy, A Kiss on Candy Cane Lane, Interceptor as Tori. Sam Delich, The Marshes, RFDS as Robbie. Jonah Ray, Weird, The Al Yankovic Story. Mystery Science Theater 3000 as Jay. Dora Madison, Chicago Fire, VFW as Lana. Jeff Daniel Phillips, Lords of Salem, The Monsters as Sheriff Monroe. Abraham Benrubi, Parker Lewis, Can't Lose, ER as Santa. Jeremy Gardner, The Battery, After Midnight as Officer Smith. Graham Skipper, Almost Human, VFW as Mike. And Kansas Bowling, Reagitator, Revenge of the Parody, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as Liddy.
Bravo, Bobby.
Yeah,
I got it right.
Bravo.
I'm so surprised. I honestly thought you were going to just mess up the name Lana since it's spelled with an H.
Not this time.
I thought you were going to say Lahana or something.
So I'm assuming Reagitator is a parody on Reanimator.
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right.
It sounds like it.
Revenge of the Parody. Okay.
All right.
Scuba
Music
Steve, you want to take
by
my part? Yeah.
Yep. Music by Steve Moore, VHS2, VFW. Cinematography by Brian Sowell, Beyond the Gates and Reborn. Edited by Josh Ethier, Leatherface, Orphan First Kill. Effects makeup, Chris Bailey, The Conjuring 2 and Preacher. Distributed by Shudder, runtime of 86 minutes. MPAA rating, there's no rating. Budget, who knows? Grossed $190,000 in 301 theaters.
That's
Still not bad for a nice
interesting.
little...
Is it
That's
still
not
in
bad.
theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
and
only
I would love to find it, dude. Honestly, to go see it in theaters.
yeah, this is one that I wish I would have watched in the theater. Like,
Me too.
this was such a fun fucking movie to watch.
Bro. This with this and Violent Night, that's two brand new, awesome, like
Yes.
violent Christmas movies that I have definitely enjoyed. I will say Violent Night is still like the top for me, but this was fantastic pick, Chad.
Thank you. I'm
Honest
glad
to
it turned
God.
out well. I
Yes.
wasn't sure. Then I watched the trailer. I'm like, oh, might have to do that. And I'm like, yeah, we're doing this. And I'm really glad we did. This was a lot of fun.
This was a fun movie to watch, just all around.
And it's like
When
we were
you-
talking in the before we started, broadcasting. It's like the conversations, especially between her and what was his name, Reggie,
Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
right there at the beginning, before anything even happened, just talking about music and movies and shit. Like, these are actual conversations that people have. This is I've had many conversations exactly like
Yes.
I'm glad that you brought that back up because I was watching a interview with the director and they were talking about the dialogue between the characters, and the person that was interviewing him was like, it felt very real. Like, I've heard people have these conversations, and he goes, well, my friends, when I showed them the script, they didn't like it because they said, dude, these characters are you. They sound like you having a conversation. He's like, well, yeah, I wrote a girl version of myself and a guy version of myself as the lead characters. So essentially, these characters were Joe having a conversation with Joe. So that's why they seemed so realistic, because those are conversations he's had in real life.
nice.
Yeah.
And it worked out
I liked it.
tremendously in the favor of the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it gave a lot of depth to the characters. They were just in-depth conversation, clearly up horror people's avenue right off
Yeah.
the bat. Like,
Yes.
dude, that almost sounded like you were listening to a podcast to where you could be like, man, I want to just chime in on this shit right
Yeah,
now because
Yeah.
she's wrong. And
Yep.
She did have a few good points, though. She
few
did
good
have
points,
a few good
sure.
points.
But I'm sure when she threw out Edward Furlong, Chad was like,
Yep.
like I could.
I mean,
I
it's
felt
just-
Chad's face.
He
when
ruined our
that
woman,
popped up.
Chad. He ruined
did.
our woman.
He
Bastard.
did.
He ruined a lot of other things too, but that's the
But
main
she,
one.
but she is right about what's his name in it? Oh my god, dude, forgetting his name, Mr. Krabs.
Clancy Brown, yeah.
Clancy Brown, yeah. No, like he was fantastic in Pet Cemetery too.
Yeah, but when she
Like,
was
steals
when
the
she
show.
was when she was shitting on Soundgarden because
That's
of
their haircut change.
yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
with him on that. That was still a fantastic.
Well,
album.
but
No, but that's why it was
hold
a
on, but
good
she had a
combo.
point though. She had a point, like with Metallica. When Metallica cut their hair,
That is true.
I don't know.
That is
I still think I like Load, so I will disagree.
No,
with that.
I
I
hate
bet
it.
you like loads. You love
Damn
loads.
right I do, and I like giving them. You want one?
Load was better
Maybe.
than Reload.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, oh,
Not
well,
by
yeah,
much,
but that's
dude.
not saying much.
Dude, I remember going to a midnight release party at Sam Goody, buying Load when it came out, and me and my friend listened to it the whole ride home. And we got home and we looked at each other like, "What the fuck was that?"
But see, that's
called
what's great.
That's called corporate rock, buddy.
That's what's great about this movie is, like you said, it's real conversations that we've all had.
Yes.
You've had that car ride listening to fucking shitty Metallica music. There's people out there that say the same shit about fucking Soundgarden.
And
Like,
dude, when she and Reggie kissed, I literally said out loud, "It's about fucking time."
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that sexual
yeah.
energy was there from the beginning. You knew they
Well,
were gonna fuck.
No,
Yeah, but
no,
even
no,
she-
no. Hold on, wait.
She
There
probably
was
would
no
have if
fucking
it
there.
wasn't
There
her
were some.
employee.
There
Like,
was
even
some.
She said that.
There was some eating that looked a little over dramatized. I'm just saying.
No. Over dramatized. Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I don't know what
the
kind
girls
of
you've
eating
been
you're
with.
doing, but
Yeah, you must be.
that's how I got my motherfucking nickname,
Well,
sir.
Dude, you
They're not
got to
trying
eat
to
it like you
choke
eat
you-
that
if they're
Philly
not trying to
cheesesteak.
No, yes,
Right, if
no,
they're not
no.
trying
I'm
to
not
choke
talking
you
about
out.
from him. I'm talking about from her.
I'm like,
Like
chill,
I
I got
said.
high blood pressure.
Like I said,
So actually, you know what, Bob? I'm glad you brought that up. So we got two sex scenes in this movie, and both are eating out of different various natures. Which
Yes.
I gotta
Different
say,
orifices.
kudos to that. Kudos
but
for that.
which
dude.
one was better? Because the first one, the guy was eating ass.
I mean,
You
that's
gotta
that's a
you gotta
man.
give it
She
to
was
him
hot,
for that.
dude.
That's a man.
Hey
He
man,
was-
you know I'm not gonna kink shame, dude. It's somebody's thing.
I'm not
whatever.
shaming it at all. I was impressed.
But But
It was that, and then
but at the same time,
I mean, she had a nice rump. She had a nice rump.
at the
She
same
did.
time, that the second girl was like, you know, she was into it, and she definitely liked a little bit of like the little forcefulness too. So that was all cool. Like,
she got up and screamed the same time her neighbor screamed his death scream.
all right, so that whole scene was just awesome, dude.
Yes.
I love the fucking flip flop, dude, because like you could really get into that scene and then just takes you right back out. You're like, oh man, dude's getting murdered. Oh man, shit, really hot chicks having super hot, or oh man, dude's getting murdered.
I don't know which one I want to watch.
It's very conflicting, dude. And then you just end up with a fear boner. I don't know.
Yeah.
The one it always irritates the hell out of me though. And I can understand it from the actress's point of view, but it really irritates me when they keep their fucking clothes on for a sex scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Look,
what,
man? I wouldn't have complained if I was that actor.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'm with Scoobs. I feel like the chick was super hot in their own right, and it didn't matter.
It did not matter. I'd have.
That dude didn't even take them off. He went right to the side.
That's a good man.
Buddy.
That's a good man.
He just didn't want to waste time, man. He was finally
But you
there,
know what
and
sucks?
he's been waiting way too long, bro.
I felt kind of robbed. I was like, wow, I'd have been pissed. Like, you're gonna get up and go? I don't get mine.
no.
What the
Well,
fuck?
She was gonna come back. She was
was
coming back with the
confused. Yeah,
nachos.
she was gonna come back, but I'm surprised that just for nothing, wouldn't that instantaneously usually lead into something else directly?
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? She did pull a dude move, because how many times have you, and you finish and you're like, peace. I'll be back. Let me go get the nachos. I'll get you when I come back.
Yeah.
Maybe in the younger days, but not now, dude. Now you know.
You
it.
kidding me?
Well, yeah, now it's different.
Now,
if
now
I
it's all.
did that-
Now you got to get them at least 3, and then you're like, all right, no, I'm good.
If my girl did that, I did that. She got up, walked away. I'd be like, "No, fuck you, ain't get back on that bed. Fuck your goddamn drink. Get over there."
I mean, that's why you keep a sweet tea on the side of the bed.
This is true.
Yeah, or water. Water works too.
Whatever comes first.
But not me.
And then when
that
you're
was her.
dehydrated,
She was the one that came first.
pickle juice.
Pickle juice,
For the
pineapple
dehydration.
juice. No, pineapple.
No, for the dehydration.
Oh, okay, the rehydration.
Yeah, it helps with the cramps.
Ah, isn't that Gatorade too? No. All right, so
Trust me, pickle juice works a lot faster.
all right, so this movie, it was a bloody slasher fest, man. And it
Yes,
didn't.
so
This movie
good.
also gave no fucks, which was
And how
also
much
cool.
CGI did you see?
Not
None.
Zero.
Not
I could tell.
one. Not one drop of CGI in this shit.
But I just
loved
want
it.
to. I just want to throw that, like, when I say this movie gives zero fucks, because here's big spoiler territory. Oh my god, when they fucking kill the kid, and not only
Oh,
kill
it
the
was
kid,
so great.
Oh
not
my
only
God, I
kill
was
the
so
kid,
happy.
but
Used his
then
body-
use the kid as a fucking battering
shield.
ram through the
A battering ram
window.
and a shield.
A
shield.
meat
He used
shield.
that
Dude,
kid's
This was so great.
I was like, he better fucking kill that kid, because he killed everybody else pretty fucking fast.
Yes.
And he took his time getting to the kid, and maybe it's because the robot didn't assess him as a threat at first. But then and I was like, okay, well, he's an innocent kid. They're not gonna kill him. But then when the kid fucking was like, close again, I'm like, kill him, fucking kill him, kill him. And I was not disappointed.
larva.
I was not disappointed.
See, I figured he was already gonna get murked anyways, just because the dad was like, "Hey, stop opening like, you know what I mean." He kept telling him to open presents, or stop opening presents, blah blah blah.
yeah.
Yeah, this movie was literally, and it was kind of cool because it really doesn't establish a lot of characters, even
No.
though we get a good amount of kills,
Yeah.
and that's cool. Like, so we have the bartender, who isn't really established, but he doesn't come back into play. But we get our 2 main characters. We meet the sheriff early off, who obviously comes back in, which is nice. But then random neighbor family gets killed as soon as we meet him.
Yeah.
Random neighbor dude who's gets car hit, he gets killed off.
But
Random
the random,
cop, first cop
random
that sh-
neighbor dude was the director.
Yeah.
Oh no
Oh,
shit.
is it?
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
awesome.
director.
He had that would explain why he had such an awesome kill, because I would want to go out that way too. First cop shows up, he gets offed out. You know what I mean, dude? Like, we didn't get a lot of screen time with these people that just, but it's a Terminator movie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is
Terminator Santa.
it's a very Terminator Christmas.
And and as I'm watching it, I'm like, this is how Skynet took over. This is it. This was the first attack of Skynet. So Heather said I have to rewatch, but the lighting drove me nuts after the first 15 minutes. I loved the
I
lighting.
love
I
the
loved
lighting,
it.
dude.
It was
perfectly.
neon,
Yeah,
and fucking Christmassy,
vibrant and
So,
shit, dude. Like,
I don't know if you have this in your notes, but the reason for that lighting is because the director hangs out in metal bars. So he always had in all his movies, he always has like neons, black lights. So when he told his dad that he was doing a Christmas movie, it was like, oh, good. Then, finally you won't be using black lights on this one. Well, he still fucking used black lights and Christmas lights and shit. But he said he always loved the Christmas look of things and in the background. And so he just went overboard with the lighting in this. And I think it worked well. I loved it.
Yes.
the neighbor's house is the house that I strive to have.
Yeah,
I want a
exactly.
house.
Oh,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Like, I
Mhm.
watch great Christmas light fights all the fucking time. It's a terrible fucking show.
And the
I
lighting in
admit
the
it's a
store?
oh, dude. Can we talk about the main store too, by the way? I love that store. That store
Yes.
exists over in Syracuse. That's the Soundgarden I went to a couple weeks ago, bro. Legitimately 100%. I could smell that store just looking at it on TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
I,
awesome.
Like, that's what I strive for in my fucking room eventually, to have that kind of lighting in here. Like, I just loved it. I loved everything about this movie. Was it 100% perfect? Absolutely not.
No.
But it was a fun Christmas horror movie.
Yes.
Like, yeah, dude. And it's the actors played serious. You know what I mean? It's not for hoke. It might seem a little hokey at the end, and I understand why when we get to like full like Terminator style thing. But at the same time, I still kind of liked it because it was different. You know
Dude,
what I
this
mean? And I'm talking more the laser eyes. I can see maybe the Act 10 and taking some people out. I kind of dug it.
I dug it, and this movie was great, and it's basically Silent Night, Deadly Night meets RoboCop meets Friday the 13th meets Terminator. There's
It's
literally all
definitely
four of those thrown in together.
Oh, okay, so the whole end scene
Is
where she's
Terminator.
crawling is
there's
literally
a
Terminator.
Terminator
And I
right
yelled
there,
out,
yeah.
and I'm like, "What you gonna do now, bitch? You don't gotta press." Huh? And I was like,
No, but
"Oh,
she
you
had
got
an
the
electrical
bookshelf." And
cable.
that's when she like threw the bookshelf, and I was like, "Yeah!"
I was feeling the same thing, buddy.
I don't know about you, but the most pain I felt watching this movie is when he had the axe right on her fingers. I'm like, that hurt.
Oh,
more
dude, that caught me off
than
guard.
anything.
That
Yeah.
one caught me off guard. That is the
Same.
only time that I cringed in this fucking. Every
Same.
other time I was like, yeah. And then when she put her hand on that counter and then her fingers were gone, I was like,
like,
oh, what the fuck?
That
Like, I was not
hurt
expecting
so
that.
much mentally.
Same.
I think it's because we've all like have had scary moments with our fingers where
Yes.
they bent a little bit too far or something. You know what I mean? So everybody's had that. That's a real. It's like the garbage disposal, dude. Like everybody gets a
Oh,
little freaked
God.
out by the garbage disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually when you look down it and go, God, if I fall in there, how screwed am I?
Yeah, no, I agree. That was a startle jump. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like spot.
Definitely.
This movie, man, like, and you know what? I got to say, like, she's a full final girl. They did it.
Oh, yes.
Great. Like,
Yeah.
she didn't have full on sex, but she still had like,
She came.
He-
Whatever.
She was
So,
a cunnilingus.
here's the flip side. If she went with her Tinder douchebag guy, she would have never had this at all, but she would have just
Yes.
done another number.
Yeah.
Because theoretically, the Santa wouldn't have gotten to her house because it wouldn't have followed her. She would have already been gone, probably meeting that guy.
So
Yeah.
what would have happened? It probably would have killed those two in the toy store and then just went on a cool full-on rampage through the town.
That's what I would guess.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that leaves the door open for any potential sequels because they said that there were more
Yeah,
of these
there was
that were
other.
being recalled because of the software glitch.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
they said there was only 2 spots, and the first one was already called, but the second one, which was the one we were watching, wasn't.
Was there only 2?
more than 2?
I think there was more than
There
2.
was
I thought
more
they
than
only
2.
mentioned
I
2
thought there was more than
stores.
They only
Oh,
mentioned
okay.
2 stores, but there was more
Oh,
than 2
okay, maybe
because
it
they
is.
were
That's-
repurposed military robots.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
you
what-
think you would totally
yeah.
wipe out the programming though on something like that? Just say it. But I love how the fact that it was just like dusted over. They're like, oh shit, this thing came didn't fully work all the way.
So that's how you start the second one. The ones that weren't recalled all come to life, and it's an army.
An army of killer
An
Santas.
army of killer robotics.
Okay, but if they do a sequel, they need a bigger budget just to get John Goodman to play the robot Santa.
Oh my God,
Oh.
yes. Or to get him
Yeah,
in
because
there
they don't all have to
somehow.
look the same. They don't all have to look the same.
No, they don't.
John's looking a little
No,
confused.
I'd want them to look the same. Because
I would just love it just to hear that him doing the robot Santa again.
from
Futurama.
Yeah.
It would be dope.
I would.
He doesn't even have to talk
still-
a lot. Just
you
say
could
ho,
still
ho,
have-
ho.
You could still have him voice it, and then just have the dude who played this Santa play this Santa. Like
I don't know. I think I'd like to see him in the hero mode of the second one for some reason.
By the way, I was surprised to find out that the guy that played the Santa Claus in this was, I don't know if you guys ever watched Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
no,
no,
never even heard of it.
no.
He played the big guy Kubiak, like the big dopey guy.
Okay, so I will say,
Like you
with
see a
the-
picture of him, you'll recognize him. 'Cause you're like, oh, I've seen that guy in this and this.
Oh, okay. So I will say I do like the mid movie robot prop or prosthetics on Santa, as simple as they were, which was just the green
green
bulb
Yeah.
and some blue shit up in his ear. Because it was, I don't know, man. It was just simple enough, but it made it to where it was like, all right, bro. He's like in robot mode. You know what I mean? Like now people know something's weird. Because
Before that, he just looked like a Santa Claus.
right. They don't know. He's just like dude dressed as Santa killing people. That's why I'm just like, I was so just excited for when they finally start to fight this thing. Cause I'm like, I want that. I can't wait for the reveal to be like, wait, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
But then that girl already recognized that it was from the store. So that kind of like,
But even she wasn't sure. She's like, well, maybe
Not at
somebody
first,
just
right.
took the suit off of him.
right. Which, oh my God, dude, I felt for her character so much, dude, in those scenes where she's just screaming literal truth and nobody's fucking listening to her.
Well, I mean, and
Especially
you
that
got to think
douchebag cop.
that's real life. If
I
if a
know,
cop-
I
as a-
know.
if you were a cop and somebody came up to you all bloodied in a cop car,
In your buddy's cop car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you'd have. I mean, we'd have the same reaction. You
See,
know,
I don't
fresh-
know if they'd have the same reaction to a woman. If it was a guy, definitely. His ass would have been tased on the ground, handcuffed. I feel like a girl probably would have given a little bit more leeway.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that dude seemed a little high strung anyways. That
Yeah,
just-
I think that's the guy who's definitely like, I can't get a girlfriend, man. Fuck you.
Now, why did him and the sheriff have the same hairstyle and facial hair?
I was wondering that too.
Because that
No.
confused the fuck out of me when I first saw that dude. I'm like, wait a minute, Herman Munster? That's not Herman Munster, is it?
Maybe he
Is it?
wanted
No?
to be like the sheriff.
Oh, he's just
He was
one of
his
those
bitch.
like
He was his
asshole
bitch.
sucking dudes that just
Yeah,
are like kissing
think
his
so.
ass the whole.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love how
Okay.
when I love how when the sheriff first came in, and he seemed like a little douchey.
yeah.
But then he's like, "Here, pay for their drinks too." And he was still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
and he was awesome once you finally kind of like met up with it. You know what I mean? Like, he
Yeah,
seemed
but they
really
killed
nice.
him so fucking quick.
I
And
I
off
know.
screen.
Yeah, but
too.
no,
It was dumb.
I love that all of a sudden you just see his body flying over a fucking ambulance and it
And
lands
I'm
on
sure.
the car.
I mean, you guys probably said the same thing. Maybe you didn't, but I was just like, how are you gonna kill off Herman Munster like that? Come
Yeah.
on, you're gonna like really? Everybody got these cool fucking head splices and shit like that, and he just a scream and thrown. Yeah.
It's a pretty powerful throw.
Well, yeah, I mean he's a robot, but
Well,
yeah, man, this movie, lighting,
it's a
bloody
lot of
effects, it's nasty, dude. It's
it's like on crack. It's a Christmas horror movie on crack.
What was? I
It's-
don't know if you guys really noticed this, but did you guys watch through the end credits?
no,
Like there was like a lot of film grain on the end credits that made it look like it was kind of like a grindhousey kind
Well,
of movie. And it was really
well,
cool.
also-
I thought you were
also-
about to tell me some shit I missed. And I was
No,
like,
no, no,
yeah,
there was no
damn
end
it, dude.
credits. No,
Well, I also
no, I
felt
sat
there
through
was
the credits hoping for it, but I never saw anything.
I felt there was a little bit on the movie itself. Not a lot.
There might have
but-
been,
but
but
like,
it
like
was-
a little bit, you know.
I know,
You know-
some of the scenes were a little grainy. So
So-
it was.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm a sucker for fake trailers and fake TV things, like the Rick and Morty episodes where it's interdimensional cable. I love that shit. The beginning of this movie, I just fucking loved so much seeing like these fake commercials for shit.
100%, Steve.
That's what made me think of RoboCop when they did that.
Okay.
I'd buy
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
That was a good scene, dude.
And also, they used the same sound effects that they used for RoboCop when it showed
Yeah,
him
the-
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like,
Well,
oh.
you got to have robot sounds, dude.
The-
Like Terminator didn't have robot sounds until his flesh was gone. Then it was like, oh wait, now he sounds like a robot.
well, because the flesh muffled it. That's why.
What?
the muscles.
And it was literally. Didn't they? They almost did that. It wasn't the exact fashion, but it was blow up the gas tank to burn up the Terminator.
Yeah,
And
no,
that's
yeah,
where we
yeah.
get
Pretty
to-
much, yeah.
Like that's
It's-
literally like that whole end scene. I was like, oh man, I already know where this is going. And then they even did like the crawl and the grab onto the fucking
Dude,
leg.
even the
And I was like,
music, the
grab onto
music
that-
even changed. The score
A little
changed
bit.
to match Terminator a little bit for that
It
scene.
did.
Yo, the music in this, I gotta say, was fucking phenomenal. I love the soundtrack. Like, not the music, like the soundtrack throughout the whole movie.
No, that one song, and I wish I remembered the wife. I agree with her because she said it was her favorite, but it was the one where the dude was getting killed and she was getting eaten out. That
Yes,
split between, like, that was just a fucking dope ass song. It was just a crazy scene in general.
I'm gonna use that song for when I do activities.
There you go. No, man, this movie is just balls to the wall, and it's not an A movie by any means. It is a top B movie for sure.
Oh yeah, this is right up there with Santa's Sleigh.
This is
Oh,
B
yeah.
plus. This is B plus plus.
Oh man, so if I was like, all right, all right, so if I was gonna do, I'd probably do Santa's Sleigh, and then this, and then Violent Night. Like that'd be a fucking.
I still gotta see Violent Night.
Super
Yeah, I haven't
triple.
seen Violent Night either, so I can't comment.
I want to go back to see it, dude. Like I was thinking about it this morning. I'm like, I wonder if I could sneak off to theaters somehow this week and see it again, dude. Well, because I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about The Menu and John Leguizamo's in that, and then I was thinking about Leguizamo, and I was like, damn it, dude, I want to see that again.
Hell's Kitchen, the movie.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, listening to like how that movie is, it is not anything like I thought it would be, and I really kind of want to watch it, dude.
Isn't it more like the Most Dangerous Game kind of thing?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Not
It's
even
not?
close. It's a horror comedy, dude. And I
Yeah.
didn't even fucking know that. And
Really? I thought it was more like the Most Dangerous Game where they're like hunting people or something.
that's the whole trailer. The trailer sets it up to think that all this shit's gonna go down, and it doesn't happen like that. I listen to this review shit, and sometimes, dude, if a review's good enough, I'll still be like, no, I really want to watch that movie now, dude. 'Cause I won't listen to the full thing, but
See,
no,
now,
it sounds interesting, dude. I definitely want to check it out. I'm not a foodie by any means, but they said if you're a foodie, you'll definitely like be super into it too.
I gotta watch. Ever since you mentioned Hell's Kitchen, though, I did start watching Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Chef shit. All right. So I mean, anything else? Is there anything else big to discuss, dude? Look, we discussed lighting. We discussed.
let me check my notes and make sure we hit everything on that.
I mean, before we bring our Brody man up, because we know Brody usually always hits nails on head.
Yeah,
So-
he's really good at that. But
I have one little
I mentioned
tidbit.
Go ahead, bud.
So the actress Riley Dandy, the one that played the
main
main
one?
chick, yeah,
Yes.
this is her fourth fucking Christmas movie in 2 years.
Is it really?
Fuck
she had
off.
one come out just the week before this came out.
Yep.
In what is it like? Are they like Hallmark ones?
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
know,
much.
but I think so.
That is a crunchy pickle.
Thank you. I think that was Bobby's Ice. I don't think that was
Probably.
Oh, is that what it is? I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
See, I thought
I
it
think
was.
we just,
thought it was.
I think we just crunched at the
dude, 'cause
same
he's like,
time.
It's like, wow, that is a crunchy fucking. It's like, what are you eating there? Like, let's fucking get a sponsorship going here, Scoot. Classic pickles.
Mount Olive Kosher Dill Pickles,
There you go.
official
Eat your
sponsor
ice.
of the Gore and More podcast.
Eat your ice, kids. It breaks your teeth.
Okay,
Listen,
let's
I
see
would
what
totally
Brody has
rock
to
the
say.
pickle sponsor. I would not care, dude. That'd be awesome.
Right, same.
I would
Be like,
brag
yo,
about
we are
that.
the pickle smoochers unanimous.
Howdy fucking duty there, folks. It's your DKB here, back for another episode of Gore and More. And this week I'm here to talk to you about Christmas, bloody Christmas. Now, I didn't even know this fucking film existed until I asked the boys in the chat there the other day.
Neither did we,
And
Brody.
Right.
You know what? I'm kind of glad I didn't know fuck all about this film, because by the time the end credits are rolling, I was happy. I had a fucking blast watching this film. I thought this film was fucking awesome. I mean, the very first half of the film feels like a romantic comedy, and that's only due to the fact that they're trying to set you up with these two lead actors and, you know, with the dialogue and the character development, all that fucking bullshit, trying to make you get invested with them. So when shit goes downhill, like, it just adds that extra layer to the film. And I totally understand that, but I mean, they could have dialed that back a little bit. But the last half of this film was just fucking full on, and that's what I really loved about it. Like, it was just fucking pedal to the metal from the word go, and it did not fucking stop it. I mean, it was brutal. Brutality, left, right, motherfucking center. God damn, no motherfucker is safe in this film. And when I was talking about these characters in this film, and you're getting invested with them, no one's safe. So when your character gets iced out, it adds that little bit of a shock value to it, which I thought was clever. I thought it was great. It just sort of comes full circle in on itself, and I thought it played out extremely well. Now, for an independent film like this, the practical effects, creative kills, and gore in this are fucking awesome. They're balls to the wall. They're bonkers. I mean, it is familiar territory. We've seen them all before. But with a film like this, I didn't think they were going to go to fucking full extent and really showcase these fucking things. I mean, they really make it pop on the screen, literally. Also, the camera placement around the kills and the lighting really helped that flair. I mean, the quick edits, you know, they could have just left it that 1 second a little bit more, but I guess if you had it probably would have showcased some of the work and it wouldn't have looked real. But at least we got that little bit of a quick squeeze, which was good. It left me wanting more. So it's a clever take on that as well. But yeah, I mean, like some of the dialogue, I didn't have a fucking problem with it, but I see a lot of people do. Maybe it's because I actually probably talk like the lead actress in this film. Like, yeah, I don't know. I saw that a lot of people
we didn't have a
in
problem,
China were
Brody.
just saying about the dialogue, and I was like, y'all motherfuckers need to grow up and just like, it's a fucking film for God's sake, you know. But anyway, yeah, someone getting real butthurt about it. And anyway, I talk like that, so I probably really resonate with her a little bit more with that realism. So it didn't faze me. What else did I like about this film? I like how it was taking a massive leaf out of the book of the Terminator, the very first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you'll see that in the last 20 to 30 minutes. It's pretty much, yeah, taking a massive leaf out of that fucking book. I mean, copyright issues there. Obviously not, but you know.
You can copy my own work, but just change it.
Put that shit
Just
aside. You know where I'm fucking getting with that. The biomechanical design of the Santa by the end of the film was absolutely fucking fantastic. It was pretty fucking scary and absolutely intimidating for the fact that it can't fucking die. Like, I mean, in the last 20 minutes, I think it dies at least fucking once a minute. Like 20 times, and then she finally fucking kills it. And then as it's not only dying, it cuts her fucking fingers off. I mean, fucking hell, what the fuck? Like, yeah, there was just, like I said, layers and layers in this fucking film that just kept piling up, and I was like, yeah, give me more. Fucking oath. Good stuff. Good shit. But other than that, you know, like, there was a couple of questionable decisions and choices between the characters, but I can put that shit aside for this type of film, you know. It's definitely a film that it's very obvious in the film, but then you just be like, nah, fuck, I don't care. It is what it is with a film like this. I will just quickly notice that I did see the radio pack on the back of one of our lead actors' belt. So when he lifted up his shirt, you could see the microphone lead that went down to the back of it. That's just me being
I did not notice that.
Nitpicking son of a gun. Anywho, this film, whoever picked it this week, kudos to you. Yeah, this was a fucking fun film. I mean, balls to the wall, bulk violence, bulk gore. What more could I fucking ask for? Especially with a Christmas film, a killer Santa film. So I'm gonna give it a 3.9. I would have given it a 4 if I had quickly cut some out of the fucking first, all that romantic bullshit at the fucking, more so the dialogue shit at the fucking first half of the film. They had to cut that back a little bit in the edit.
Funny he didn't like that. We did.
All the way. Yeah. But anyway, this is your DKB signing out, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next time. And I hope everyone out there in Radioland has a merry motherfucking Xmas from the DKB and the land down under. And the Gore boys, I'll talk to you in the chat. But y'all have a merry motherfucking Xmas as well.
Yeah! Best Christmas present ever.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Brody.
Brody, next time I need to see the nipples. Okay, like that's a must.
That was fantastic.
That's for the chat. That's for the chat.
No, great review. For the most part, he seemed like he was pretty much. We all said the same shit. Although he threw me for a loop saying he didn't like the intro conversation, but you know what? Teach their own. That's fine. I don't know. I dug it just because like I love those conversations. That's the shit where I lose myself for like hours on end. So I was like, bro, if you're gonna give me a whole movie of just that, like I feel like it's a Kevin Smith movie, but I'm in for it.
Yeah.
Although it might not be that guy.
By the way, did you guys notice?
Go ahead, bud.
That she smoked a lot of weed through the movie.
Yeah, she did.
But she never seemed to take more than one hit at a time, and then it was gone.
She took a
Getting
couple.
interrupted.
The
walk to the toy store, she took a couple hits, but besides that, it was always like one hit and done.
She took a couple in the bathroom when she was freaking out when she was going to clean up.
I thought she only got one.
Oh, I thought she took 2 drags. She definitely only got one before she realized Santa was getting up when she laid against the thing. But
yeah,
I like it.
I felt bad for her.
You know what I thought the whole time when she laid? This is my stupid ass. But when she leaned on that thing and then she like went to her front pocket and pulled out a perfectly rolled joint. I'm like, now you're telling me that motherfucker made through it, all her flying around and getting crunched and thrown and shit. I'm like, man, I can't even walk around just normal without like fucking breaking it and shit. And she just, oh, perfect.
It's the master. She's the master of keeping it clean.
I mean, maybe she had. It's not like you saw, but like there's like little like plastic things you could put them in, little poppers.
Yeah, little tube.
Got a bunch of them over. So yeah, man, I feel like we've pretty much really ripped this movie open and said what we need to say. But is there anything behind the curtains that you guys want to add to this? I know Scoop said a few little tidbits earlier.
I do have a few.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's.
Okay, so the film features 487 uses of profanity with an average of 5.6 per minute.
Yep, that's a normal conversation with me.
Yeah,
that's that Limp Bizkit song. What's that Limp Bizkit song? If I say fuck 2 more times, it's 46 fucked and it's fucked up.
I haven't heard or thought of that song in probably 15, almost 20
years.
You're
welcome.
It's a beautiful statistic.
Wow, that is a throwback.
That was the first thing I said as soon as you said that. I was like, yeah, Fred Durst. All right.
Damn, dude. That is okay. Continuing on, Abraham Ben Ruby plays the actual Santa Claus in A Country Christmas in 2013.
Oh. So he played a good Santa before this.
Is it a country Christmas or a country Christmas?
Tree.
Not like the Australian type of country.
Damn.
Country.
Them damn Australian Christmas movies.
Them Aussies. Okay, the majority of the movie was the majority of the movie was filmed in Placerville, California, a historic mining town in the Sierra Nevada mountains outside of Sacramento. Many local landmarks are seen, including the Bell Tower and the historic Cary Hotel, where the crew actually stayed. Many of the stores seen are actual downtown stores, including the toy store. Torrey's shop is the historical landmark John Pearson Soda Works, and the name can be seen on the building. Coincidentally, the building once did house a music store before becoming a cafe, but has since been empty since 2018.
Okay, so I want to go to a little town that's just fully decked out like that.
Yes,
I just want it. I want, like, I know, like, you know, my little city, like, they all put up little things, but dude, there's nothing ever like fully decked out like that. And I want that.
Not even around. Well, no, actually, no. Lambertville here does it, but still.
Like, there's one town that goes all Christmas, but they're like, oh, we're the Dickens Christmas, so we don't do like light. It's like, oh, fuck off, dude.
What do they do? Like candles?
Yeah, everything's got to be like super elegant and fucking like snobby and highbrow.
Yeah,
Dickens Christmas.
They probably call it
Dickens.
That's at Skinny Atlas. If I go to the discount version of Skinny Atlas on the other side of me, which is called Seneca Falls. That's where It's a Wonderful Life was filmed, and that Christmas town definitely kind of goes a little bit like this, where they light up the whole town and shit. That's kind of nice.
So you're close to where It's a Wonderful Life was filmed.
Yes,
and I'm close to where the star of It's a Wonderful Life, Mr. Jimmy Stewart, is from.
Merry Christmas, movie guys. Yeah, they do every year. They do a 5K. I did it 1 year actually. It's called It's a Wonderful Run, and everybody just comes dressed up like Christmas, dude. And it's the most like magical fucking thing ever. And when you sign up, they give you a little bell, so everybody has little bells on their shoes. But people already come decked out in bells, so there's just miles of people running for 3 miles, and all you hear is jing, 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 jing.
Yo, that sounds like a damn good time.
But the best part is the whole town gets into it because it's like a Christmas parade to them. So they're all out on the fucking porches, just waving you on, rocking Christmas music. It's the best. It's like the first 5K I ever did. And I'm like, well, never going to do one again because nothing's going to be as cool as that.
Dude, that sounds like that's a perfect setup for a horror movie, though.
It could be as well, but it was awesome. And then you got free
awesome.
bagels and bananas afterwards.
Free bagels and bananas for everybody.
At our 5K, we get fucking free pizza and beer afterwards.
They're trying to promote healthy stuff at this point.
I don't.
We are the fattest city in Texas, so.
And I don't do
There's that
5Ks
also.
because I don't run unless I'm being chased.
I was really like into losing weight at that one spot, and I just needed some more motivation. So we're like, yo, let's sign up for a 5K. And dude, it was cool as fuck, man. So like, I of course was being the biggest guy. I was Santa, and then my one buddy, he was an elf, and then another buddy, he was a reindeer and shit like that. Dude, it's fucking cool as hell. And my buddy's like, because of course I was like the last one to show up, threw up, but he was like, man, it was so hard to find you because it's literally just fucking dozens and dozens of Santa shirts just coming down this, just waiting. You're like, is that John? No. Is that John? No. Is that John? No. And there were some dudes like full like Santa gear and stuff like that. I always said if I was going to do it again, I'm like, I'll go in my Ghostbusters too, just for the fuck of it, just to be a little different. Not with the actual proton pack. I'd go with the inflatable proton pack.
Yeah.
But anything else, Chad Daddy?
Yeah, the exterior of Tori's house is the interior of her neighbor's and vice versa. The two houses were almost identical in layout. When Tori's looking out the kitchen window, she's actually looking at an empty forest.
Oh.
Well, that's weird and cool.
Visuals. Okay.
That is pretty neat.
Okay.
This is part of a series of R-rated Christmas movies featuring a Santa-like killer who kills people, released in 2022, including Violent Night and The Mean One.
I heard
But
very mixed things about
the Mean
One.
Knight's not Santa though. That's Grinch.
That's Grinch. It's R-rated Christmas.
Santa suit.
Oh, and I was gonna say in Violent Night, he's good. He's not a bad Santa.
And it didn't say Killer Santa. It just said
Oh.
violent R-rated Christmas movies.
I mean, he technically is a killer Santa, but you know.
I've heard some very mixed things about the Mean One, though.
Yeah, I've heard
not
a
very
lot of
many
people have
good
been
things.
dumping on it really bad, which kind of sucks because like I wanted to see it, and I'm sure it's no fault of like one person's, or you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I don't know.
Eh.
I'll still watch it, but I just
Yeah,
probably
same.
won't get to theaters to actually
Yeah,
see it.
I'll watch it on wherever it comes out.
But all right. Anything
All right,
else,
so,
Danny?
this was released a week after A Hollywood Christmas, which also features Riley Dandy. That's what we talked about. Joe Ethier, the producer, plays Larry the bartender. Rachel Grady, the costume designer, is the girl that hugs Tori in the shop. Elliot Gilbert, the art director, plays Officer Davies. And the writer, director, producer is Benny, the second neighbor whose car is hit. Who, by the way, I actually wrote down for douche of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I had the other cop. The cop.
There you go.
Copycat cop.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, dude. I want that bubble machine from the toy store.
Yeah, that looked fun.
No, that was
That
sick.
did look fun.
Yes.
A lot of fun. I'm with that girl though. She's like, haven't you ever wanted to have sex at a toy store? I'm like, well, not until now.
Not until I saw you get your ass
Now I
ate at a
do.
toy store, but now
You're like now I'm
on
being weird in the toy
Santa's
store.
throne, nonetheless.
That yeah. I mean, I would.
Yes. Oh yes.
I might have put some stuff up in front of the windows, but you know, not at that time of night. Nobody's in the streets, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
They're going to get a free show then.
I did like the snow machine that they had near the camera at all time to give you the real like blizzard like effect.
Yeah.
It worked well.
It
I didn't know if it would be too distracting, but honestly it didn't, man. Like just even following her into the music store right in the beginning, I was just like, oh man, dude, like it felt like she was walking right through like a shit fucking snowstorm. But what else we got, Chad Daddy?
Just one more thing. The actor Abraham Ben Ruby was chosen to portray the killer Santa, as the director did not want it performed by a stuntman due to the differences in physique. Like I said, he's a big guy, so.
Yeah, he's like I actually had to look him up before. He's like 6'7". He's a big fucking.
He's
And
a
I've
very
seen.
big
I
guy.
look at his
Damn,
face.
that's a big Santa.
I look at his face and I'm like, oh my god, I've seen him everywhere.
Yeah, he's that guy. He's one of those, I know
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I gotta look. Damn it.
yep, me too. Son of a bitch. All right, so you said that was it for behind the scenes, everybody.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got. Unless Scuba Steve has more from that interview.
I got nothing. That was it.
Hey, that's all right. Christmas, bloody Christmas. All right, what was this dude's name again?
Abraham Ben Ruby.
Ben Ruby.
Benrubi.
Oh shit, Jerry. Jerry from ER. Holy shit.
He's been in a lot of movies.
It's been a lot of stuff. TV. He does a lot of voice acting too.
I was gonna say if I heard his voice in Robot Chicken, I'd probably maybe recognize it because it seems like he's been in a lot of that. Without a Paddle, I don't.
Oh God, he was in Without a Paddle.
George of the Jungle.
He kind of looks familiar. I don't know.
You never watched ER?
No, I don't. Dude, no, I
never watched it either. But like I said, I remembered him from Parker Lewis because he was fucking Kubiak, dude. I loved that show.
Kojak, what? All right. All right. So on to the questions. What format was this watched on, gentlemen?
Shudder.
And well worth it.
Yes.
I watched this on Prime.
Prime.
Shudder through Prime.
Nice.
I rented it on Prime.
We signed up for the free 7-day trial.
How much did it cost to rent on Prime?
$4.99.
$4.99. But it's only $10 to buy.
Another $1 and you could have had Shudder for an entire month.
I know.
Yes.
Or you could have just bought it for $10 and that's kind of worth it. Honestly, I would buy it for $10.
I'm honestly hoping that we get a physical release because I would definitely get this for my collection.
Nice.
Well, how does Shudder do physical releases? Have they?
I don't think.
Wait. Wait.
Well, Mandy was a Shudder exclusive, but I don't think it was actually made by Shudder. I think they just bought the rights to that, right?
I
When that
think
first came out?
Shudder's still relatively new, so I don't know for sure.
Okay. All right. So
because I know the director's previous movies, they were IFC, Independent Film Channel, and they got physical releases.
Okay. So real quick, Shudder does do DVDs because their movie Host that they did in 2020, it has a Blu-ray release.
Well, it has to actually because I have Haunt, and Haunt's a Shudder
Yep,
movie.
I just thought of that too.
I was just like, now that I
That's
think
right.
about that, I'm like, I know Host had one. And I forgot Haunt was a Shudder release.
Yeah. Yep.
So there you go.
Okay. So douche of the film.
Santa.
The cop that arrested her.
Yeah, I agree with
That guy was a
Jack.
total dickhead.
He was just I wanted to shoot him more than anything because he just like wouldn't shut up. And he also wouldn't listen. Because like I can't think of anybody else. None of the people in the toy store, obviously not her.
Even the neighbor, Santa, he's just a robot doing its program.
Yeah, and the neighbor, I don't consider him a douche. I mean, you fucked up his car. I'd be pissed. You know.
It's like I said, dude, you don't really get a lot of character development besides our two main characters.
Yeah.
I guess I might have to go with the cop, the aggro cop.
I'm sticking with Santa. He was a douche.
See, I can't go with a robot because he's programmed. He doesn't have like AI in him.
Or did he? Was this a Johnny Five situation?
No,
I know he didn't get struck by lightning.
Number 5 alive.
Yeah, they just like it was just a glitch in the program, and it was just like, oh shit.
Well, fuck us.
Okay. So favorite kill. And now we got a lot of axe kills in this, but we got some good ones.
Head stomp.
The head stomp on the
You know what the best part of the head stomp was? It was so gushy, and then it went right back to her fucking owing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sploosh.
I would have to say
his
kids
death
kill
scene dragged out too.
Yes, it did.
His death was dragged out. You're going kid kill?
Damn right.
Slice through the window?
Because I just love the fact that the Santa kept looking at him and was like, is he going to do it or isn't he? And we knew the kid deserved it at that point. And he fucking whacks him and then later on uses him. Brilliant.
I think I'm going to go with the kill of the director. Straight up head slice, dude.
That was
right
nice.
down the middle.
That was good.
Thrown into the windshield. Like, Oh, dude, it was just yeah.
You know, I gotta go with I'm actually changing mine to the very first kill. The axe split down the middle while he's getting a piece.
Oh,
Wait, what?
While he was getting a piece.
I didn't
guy.
I didn't like that one. I didn't like that whole scene at all.
Oh, really?
Because it was
Because
all
it was
first
POV?
person. Yeah, and I
Oh,
hated
I
that.
loved that for that.
I liked
reason.
it. I liked it.
I didn't like it at all.
Especially the smash against the case, dude. Oh my god, that was fucking awesome.
that kill actually reminds me of the kill in Hatchet 2 where he's getting her from behind and then gets the head cut and he's like, oh, really fast.
See, I don't know. I definitely dug the POV robot kill, but
I was a little worried that was going to be like that most of the movie, though, from his point of view. I'm glad they didn't do that.
I'm happy they did not do that.
I figured that was just an homage to like old school Friday the 13th or something like that. But
Which throwing the kid's body through the window was definitely a major Friday the 13th.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but Jason's never did that with an actual little kid, though.
Yeah,
no.
No,
he never killed any kids.
Right.
Not yet.
He didn't get the chance in part 6. He got distracted. All right. So best scene.
Whole third act. If I'm going from the minute she gets picked up from the police to the minute she gets out on the street after all that, that's my whole favorite scene. I love the whole movie, but that.
My favorite scene was that whole conversation they had in the record store at the beginning.
Oh,
that was a very real conversation.
Yes, it was.
It sold out.
All the way to the bar. Like it was like that was a legit bar hangout convo. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the back and forth of her getting
Boom.
head and then
That's mine.
the neighbors dying.
Yep.
That was a really cool scene.
It was
Not just because she was getting head, but you know,
no. But it was just
that was a very
because
close second for me.
It was it's very conflicting scenes.
Pleasure and
going
pain.
on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pleasure and pain going on at the same time.
They both end with a sploosh.
Yes.
And yeah, it's just an awesome music.
Both pretty big.
Right? Hell yeah, dude. I'm definitely 100% in agreement there. All right. So did the opening scene hook you in?
Yes.
I feel like we've already talked about that quite a bit. So it did for us, did not for Brody per se.
Well, actually, I guess the opening scene would be the
trailers,
the commercials at the beginning.
The commercials, yeah.
I love those.
Oh,
I got a big kick out of them. Like I said, it was very RoboCop. What they did.
I like that too. That was fun. I actually kind of 100%, buddy. Okay, so most attractive character,
Tori.
Yeah.
I mean,
the girl in the toy store is pretty hot too.
I mean, she was.
I personally like Tori's sister.
Oh, I retract douche. Oh,
the brother-in-law.
I'm going to
brother-in-law. Yeah,
I forgot about him.
I forgot about him.
I totally
Fuck
forgot
that
about
guy,
him
dude.
until Chad just said
He
that.
was so fucking loud and annoying.
Yep,
Like,
I got the keys. Why do you guys? What you want me to do?
But he didn't know what was going on.
I don't give a
It
shit.
doesn't matter if you have 3 other people telling you to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
If I see my wife and my sister-in-law freaking out in a panic state, I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, what you fucking do? Like they're all on the floor. I'm getting on the fucking floor too. You know what I mean? Like you see a naked man running past you, you run with that man. You don't know what the fuck's chasing him, and clearly something scary. You know what I mean? Like you just no, yeah. I retract. Nope, I retract. Douche.
I do
douche
too.
goes to
I do
that
too.
guy.
Yeah,
100%. I'm so glad you said that because I totally forgot about that. The sister was hot, but you know why he's a douche? Because he didn't even fucking try to save his wife, bro. She got grabbed and he was like, I'm out. Ah! He fucking
Hey, listen. You don't know the dynamic. What if she's a bitch?
Tori didn't seem to like her, so
Exactly. See, come on.
I mean, even if she is,
you're all like, you don't
know. I'm just like, he grabbed her head. He didn't even try to like grab Santa's arm off her head, grab her. He just literally fucking 180 and fucking ran first.
He's probably thinking, "Hey, Santa, you just solved all my problems."
Fucking idiot. Oh man, yeah, he definitely wins my douche. All right, so going back to most attractive character,
I'm going Tori.
Yeah, Tori.
Yeah, she was pretty hot.
I'm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With the second of her friend in the thick friend from the toy store.
I mean, she gets the better probably. You know,
I don't know her name. I don't need to know her name.
You know what she looks like from behind.
That was Lahana.
Okay.
Lahana.
Hey,
The way we wish Bobby would have messed up.
the one that you want me to mess up, it doesn't happen. See,
What did he mess up last week?
Oh fuck,
Oogie
who
Spoogie.
knows?
I don't remember.
It's all
So-
Oogie Spoogie.
It was Oogie.
Did the scores set the mood?
Oh
yes,
yeah.
especially for the end with the whole
1,000,000%.
Terminator reference.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The music even sounded like it.
Well, even the music during the whole split back and forth, like you said before, Johnny.
It's just awesome fucking metal music, riff music.
It's like, oh yeah.
So best song, I wish I knew the name of that song, and unfortunately I don't.
Yeah.
But honestly, I kind of like the rocked up Christmas song or rocked up Christmas versions that we got especially even in the trailer.
Yeah.
I also just in general like the whole soundtrack. So like for me,
Yeah.
I would honestly buy it and listen to it.
Like at the beginning, there's a song called "Bloody Christmas," and that's the only song that really stuck out to me too.
There you go. Name of the movie in the song.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So favorite character, Santa.
No, I would have to say the guy who ate her out. What's his name?
Robbie.
Again? Robbie. I
Robbie.
would say
Yeah.
Robbie.
That's mine.
Because he
That's my
wasn't a
pick, too.
moron, he wasn't a douchebag. He was like, yo.
He's just a regular guy that
Yeah.
listened to music and watched horror movies.
And
He
got
was
to eat
shooting
some
his
pussy
shot
before he died.
And he
hard.
shot his shot at his boss and got to
Hard.
eat that out.
He was shooting for a while though. You could tell, obviously.
Yeah.
Like this was the final
Yeah.
night, obviously. But
But she was too. She just wouldn't admit it.
well, no, she did. She even said she's like, if you weren't my employee, it'd be different. But things happen. See, but you know what? They fucked, and then he ended up dying, and he didn't even get any.
He didn't.
Nope.
Poor guy.
He definitely
He's-
was blue balled.
He got to go out. He was just like, just. All right. So, did everybody say character?
Yes.
All right. Scary.
It
Hmm.
The third act had some scariness. I felt it. Too.
I was startled with the finger snaps. I will say that.
startling. Scary, no, startling.
I think the part where right after he killed the neighbors and he was stalking them in the house, that
was
Yeah.
pretty good.
yeah.
Even with the kid kill, because that was definitely the oh fuck moment, dude. Like for sure. Okay.
Santa gives no fucks.
He does not. Does it hold up today? Well, it's only been out for fucking 10 minutes, so yes.
I'm gonna say no, just to be that dickhead.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
All right, so how was the acting? I think it was
Really
pretty
good.
damn good.
Yeah,
Really
really
good.
good.
It felt real.
In comparison to some other Shudder movies I've watched, this
Oh,
was very
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cinematography. That was pretty good.
I liked everything except the fucking
The quick
point of
cuts.
view. The
Point of view.
The POV.
Yeah.
I know Brody mentioned the quick cuts, which it wasn't like shaky cam or anything like that. I can understand, like maybe you want some more focus, but like you said, maybe it would have ruined the gore or the effect. Who knows?
I really haven't seen too much of anything really of the director's work, so that could just be his trademark.
There
Quick
you
cuts
go.
might just be his little spiel.
I mean, it worked for me, dude, because there was definitely it's just enough to where you could still see it, and you're like, oh fuck, dude. And then it's like,
Yeah.
The lighting especially was really good though.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you got you can never overuse Christmas lights in a Christmas movie, for God's sake. dude.
No.
Give me it all. I want more Christmas like prop kills though in movies.
Like the giant candy cane.
Candy
Shove a Christmas
canes.
tree up somebody's ass.
Yeah, dude. I want to see somebody die from like a blow mold reindeer.
Like all those gimmicky things that the robot Santa attacked with in Futurama. Those as actual kills.
Yes,
Like
just
the Christmas bulb grenades and shit like that.
Yeah, dude. Like
Something really over the top.
We got Santa's sleigh, like he got the star. Like just like shit like that, dude. Like
Yeah.
like full out Christmas kills.
Reindeer, Santa's reindeer antlers, like impaling somebody. Those are not.
Oh, we got antler impalement in the first Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yes, we did.
It wasn't reindeer, but it was deer antlers.
Close enough. All right. So, and did you like the premise? Fuck
yes.
yeah,
Oh,
we did.
yeah.
Great
Yeah.
premise.
Oh yes.
Robot Santa sold. Literally, that's how Chad Daddy got us. He sent us the synopsis.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't even need to watch the trailer, bro. I'm already sold.
Yep, that's
You
exactly.
got me at robot. You had me at
Killer
robot.
Robot
Santa.
Santa.
I don't need any more. All right. So recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. Fucking rewind this shit and give me a fucking physical
for Christmases to come.
Yeah, give me
This
a
is
physical.
definitely on my Christmas watch list from here on out.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's a solid one. I might even watch it on Christmas night. Just because
I honestly think I'm gonna make Steph watch it. I think she'd get a kick out of it.
Jen loved it, dude. She was like, that was actually pretty good.
I watched it today while she was at work.
She's just as pissed as me though that we watched the fucking Amazon Secret Santa and we feel like we got screwed out of that. And I was like, yeah, we'll watch it on something else because I'm like, I want to rewatch that at some point.
Definitely.
Yeah, same.
All right, so it is time to rate this bitch. Brody started us out at a 3.9. So Scuba Steve, what do you got, buddy?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Solid 4. Good start. Oh, hold on. Fuck that up. So 3.9. Chad Daddy?
I absolutely loved it, and I'm giving it a 4.5.
4.5.
Oh.
Our own Killing Machine.
I'm actually gonna agree with
Oh, he froze. You froze. We didn't hear you.
You froze too.
What'd you got? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
A straight 4.
Solid 4.
Yeah.
All right, and I am going to give this a 4.2. Oh, 4.20. Just because it was a fun fucking movie, dude. It was a
it was
entertaining movie, and that is all it is. That's the only way I would even sell it. All right, so divide that bitch by 5.
Let me guess, 4.1.
1.
There you go.
4.12
Wow, Chad
right
was
there.
on the money tonight with it.
It's easy to figure it out. And
so that's a
upstairs.
4.1.
Okay, don't be like that, man.
For 2022's Christmas Bloody Christmas.
I hope we get some more cool Christmas horror movies next year around this time. Like shit that we can have like a cool premise of and be like, hey guys, this is what this movie is. And it sounds awesome, and then it pays off like this one did.
Yes, please.
I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath that it's gonna happen all the time.
Yeah.
Only because even Chad was saying, like, for Christmas movies wise, like horror movies, yeah, sure, fucking spread the gate, right? But Christmas is still a very like
limited
niche thing. And yeah, there's tons of C and D movies out there. We are not gonna watch those.
No.
I'm not.
There's how many Krampus movies alone?
Yeah, or Mrs. Krampus, or any of this other shit,
or,
it's like,
or even a Killer Santa. Or
what was that shitty one? What was that shitty one we watched last year, where the fucking Santa and Krampus were fighting each other, and then it ended
Christmas
up
Horse. I like that one.
I fucking hated that.
I missed that one though, so I can't.
I
say anything.
enjoyed it, but I think it was definitely a little bit of like,
Wait a minute. Now, if my memory's kind of shot, so you got to.
I thought we shit on it.
We might have, but I think maybe that's why I'm thinking I liked it because I might be thinking of something else. Was that that was the one where it started out cool because they started out fighting in this thing, but then it turned out Krampus wasn't really Krampus.
No,
right?
yeah, it was like some
like
mental patient or something.
It was like a girl or something, wasn't it?
Or fuck, he ended up killing somebody in like a store or something.
But Santa was crazy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was off his meds.
But wasn't the other movie we also shit on was the
now I gotta fucking remember. I gotta actually
was the foreign one.
That was 2 years. Yeah, that was 2 years.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
I've never seen that one.
Last year, shitty movies were Ginger Dead Man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
God.
Killer Snowman with
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost. Yeah, Jack Frost was on there. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, fuck all that shit. So 4.1 Christmas Bloody Christmas. Chad Daddy, what are we watching for the new year?
Yeah, so next year for our final episode of 2022, we are reviewing the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic End of Days.
Hell yeah.
Arnie versus Satan.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the
I
day.
Dude, I probably haven't watched that movie in like 15 years. Solid.
Yeah, it's been a long.
Dude, I
time.
haven't seen that since like the VHS days. That's how long it's been.
I just remember he there's that one point where he has mom and a daughter, and then
and then he fucking melds them together. Yeah,
Yep, I was like, what is going on here?
You know, I
Why
really
am I
hope the visuals.
aroused?
I hope the visuals hold up.
They probably don't, but
I'm gonna be very disappointed because I remember it looking really fucking cool.
I could quote that movie chapter verse. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, and everybody's gonna make their gross pizza, coffee, toothpaste, fucking smoothie, right?
I am not doing that. Hell no.
What was the other movie that came out around the time that End of Days came out that had to do with Satan?
Oh, it was
and the end of the world.
The guy who played Satan in End of Days played the priest in that movie. I know what you're
Stigmata.
talking about.
Stigmata.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So he was the priest in that who was good, and then he went to play
and they
Satan
played Satan in End of Days. Yeah.
I thought he played a good Satan in End of Days.
Oh yeah.
But we'll discuss more of that next week. All right. So before we end our Christmas episode, we're gonna do our nerd news if we have any.
I don't think I have any. Let me look though.
I have a couple little things here.
Okay.
So Evil Dead Rise is now coming out next year. They just released a new image today of the boomstick. It has the girl in a very bloody face holding the gun. That's about it on Evil Dead Rise. But another piece of nerd news, and this kind of goes for me and Johnny a little bit, because the Hasbro Pulse is now saying that the Plasma series...
I didn't even look up and see you're doing this, Scuba. I just automatically did it.
The Plasma series Spangler Proton Pack is coming out a lot sooner than they were saying. It said spring. Now they said it could be within the next couple months. So for those of us who got that and ordered it, sorry boys, I'm sorry. I love you. Be on the lookout, because I think it's going to start shipping after January 1st now. They want to make sure your shipping information is all right. So make sure you have it right.
Well, I got some nerd news, and it pissed me the fuck off this week, and it really grinds my gears. It really grinds my fucking gears. It's not that. It's not that. It's James Gunn shit canning Henry Cavill as Superman. Fuck you, James Gunn. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's all I'm gonna say. Henry Cavill's not playing Superman anymore.
Hey, wait. Can I just say it's almost like Kevin Feige put somebody from the MCU on the inside
to destroy the fucking DC universe, right?
Or is it because DC has made so many fucking crackhead decisions in the last 10 years that James Gunn literally is like, I can't do anything with this.
He can't.
We
He
just have
can't.
to
He couldn't save it.
No,
he couldn't save it.
He could have saved it. He could have
They
saved
can bring
it.
him back. They can bring him back.
But they're not going to. And they're going
Why?
to give us a young fucking Superman.
No, bro.
That's what he said.
Right. But multiverses, dude, you could easily go into old man Superman stories and bring back Cavill. There's so many easy ways to bring him back.
But the weird part is Gunn, and they also just released a statement like today saying, getting all the hate from everybody, like, well, it's not going to affect our decisions. It's like, clearly it's gonna at some point.
But I have to say I agree with Gunn 100% on this, because his hands were tied. They fucked it up really by just completely giving a big middle finger to everyone in the first place. The movies, the plot line of Justice League 3 was gonna be literally Endgame, and it sounded fucking stupid. It's literally like, oh, Aquaman, he gets all the armies of Atlantis, and Wonder Woman gets all the Amazons from Themyscira and everything, and everybody unites against Darkseid. I'm like, this is literally fucking Endgame.
But it was supposed to be the whole world, humans also, not just superheroes.
It was a terrible idea. And,
I don't know.
Batman dies saving the universe. Ooh, just like Endgame.
Bat God.
They also. He also had the monstrosity of Black Adam, and there's a whole thing now that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is no longer following the companies that made these movies. So it's like, what more is going to go wrong? I fucking laughed when I saw it.
That is hilarious to me because of he deserved, because of the fucking arrogance. He came out promoting this movie saying, "Oh, it's going to change the hierarchy of the DC universe and the DC movies, and it's going to change superhero movies." That didn't do fucking shit. Fuck you, Rock.
What? That's my to blame. I didn't go see it, so.
Well, here's
I liked it. It was fun. It was a fun movie. I liked it.
Here's what I'll say. I didn't. No, go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
I was saying the end of the fucking movie set it up like we were getting Superman again because fucking spoiler alert, fucking Henry Cavill's fucking Superman at the end of this movie. And he had the actual lighter color suit. The S was more in form with the actual S from the original Superman suit. I was excited that we fucking had him back. Like
I liked the movies, some of the movies that I saw, but I didn't like the decisions and the roads that DC was taking because they literally didn't have a plan. They just literally just threw fucking darts at a dartboard and they're like, oh, let's make a Birds of Prey movie. Oh, let's make a fucking Joker movie that has nothing to do with literally anything else.
It is kind of confusing. I'm not going to say
very
it
confusing.
isn't. Not to mention then you got also the other like actors just like bombing it from the inside out, like Flash and fucking that.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
well,
it's
see,
and I think that's what it is, dude. Gunn's just like, bro, this is literally a shit show. Like we can't. There's no saving grace.
and what I'm confused with is they're still going through with Aquaman. They're still going through with the Flash, of course.
Then they just got rid of Wonder Woman and Campbell's scene in the Flash.
So then Pattinson has nothing to do with that universe. So that's its own standalone films, which is fine, whatever. But then Blue Beetle, which was supposed to be part of this,
which I'm totally fucking for,
is still coming out, which is great. But then Shazam, we still haven't got Shazam 2. It's supposed to be coming out. Now, what's his name? The main guy from Shazam.
Levy, Zach Levy, right?
Yeah. They asked him like, well, do you know what's going to happen with Shazam? He's like, all I know is that James Gunn's one of my best friends. And if we don't continue with Shazam, he's no longer my best friend.
I mean, Shazam was one of their best ones, dude. Like I love that movie.
See, and they could potentially keep Shazam in there because while they do show Superman, they never show his face.
Right. They never show his. Yeah, exactly.
So that
Which they did it smart.
Yeah.
You know who it was to me the whole time?
Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
There you go.
God, gross.
Dude,
I saw a fucking.
Did you say gross?
Gross. That is fucking gross. I am the biggest fucking Superman fan on this fucking planet, and that was so fucking gross, dude. I saw a meme that somebody made, and they like made it look like it was a James Gunn tweet. And it's like, folks, here's our new Superman, and it was Nicolas Cage in that fucking horrible Superman thing. And the rage I was filled with.
I just want to know, like, if we could ever hop to the multiverse where that movie actually existed. I want to know if Young Scuba actually loved it.
Young Scuba probably didn't love it because it looked fucking stupid.
I'm not a Nicolas Cage fan, so I would have been like, that's horrible.
Don't get me wrong. I like Nicolas Cage, but not as Superman. He just didn't.
I'm very interested to see Tim Burton's version of Superman.
It was a shit show. Just from the costume design, it was a shit show.
Imagine that Justice League, dude. It'd be awesome. It'd be Superman.
I have to say,
Edward Scissorhands, Willard Wonka, dude. Fuck
Jack Sparrow.
I did read the screenplay, and it was pretty
awful.
Down. Yeah.
Like there's there's a suit that was like nothing but lights, and it was supposed to like revive Superman's power. It was the solar suit, and it looked fucking stupid.
Wait a minute. Now, wasn't that actually in comics?
Yes, but
not like that.
Not like that. It was the black suit.
What was the all blue suit where he came back, where they redid Superman? I thought it was like 96.
Okay, what happened?
Out, he's like all blue and like lightning and fucking
blue and red. That was when they split.
No red. It was all blue and white.
The reason behind that was Superman lost his powers because there was a thing called the Sun Eater that attacked the sun, and he lost his powers. And then they did reignite it, but when his powers did eventually come back, they altered him.
Welcome to Nerd News, everybody.
But there was a blue version and there was a red version.
I don't remember the red one.
Yeah, he looked exactly like the blue one, but he was all red.
I remember being as a kid, like E! Entertainment Tonight had a segment. They were like Superman's new costume, and I was like, what?
I have both figures. They're at Mel's house, but I have both figures.
I have the Superman blue figure down in the basement.
Yeah.
Now I do remember
where it belongs.
I would love for them to like remaster that game, or not that it ever would. But what was the old did you guys ever play the old Death of Superman game?
Here and there I played it, yeah.
That shit was awesome, dude. Fucking
it was
love
hard.
Brody!
Yeah, it was.
What up, Brody?
The Eradicator levels were my favorite, dude.
I just hate how they haven't gotten the Eradicator right on anything.
Yep.
Because I loved
And-
Eradicator. He was one of my
Wait,
favorite
what have they
characters.
done him in?
Dude.
What do you mean,
Superman
like-
and Lois. They had Eradicator and Superman and Lois. They had him in Smallville.
Yeah, but Smallville, I can't judge character bases off Smallville. That's a completely whole different fucking.
I know, but still. Where else did they have Eradicator?
The Reign of the Supermen movie, animated movie.
Well, yeah, but he was
Yeah,
actually
but I
from
feel like that
Boston
was
there.
done right in that.
Yeah,
one.
that was done pretty. Like all the DC animated shit, I love.
Mwah.
Like chef's kiss.
I need to go back
100%.
and rewatch that. Watch those two back to back.
The animated ones are fantastic. Now Marvel animated movies, yeah, I could care less. Like,
Look,
I
I'm
like-
bitching right now about Henry Cavill, and once they announce who the new Superman's gonna be, I'm gonna bitch about it for a while, and then I'm gonna go watch the fucking movie, and I'm gonna fucking love it, just like I did when I was bitching about Batfleck and how he was the best Batman, and then I saw Pattinson, and I said, well, Batfleck's still better, but I appreciate what you did with Pattinson. So it's gonna be the same thing. I'm just salty because it's like, we grew up with Christopher Reeves as Superman.
Mhm.
That was our Superman for the longest time. Even when Brandon Routh took over the role for the one movie we got with him, he
this
still wasn't
digitally
Superman.
unenhanced package.
Like, he still wasn't Superman. Christopher Reeves, to me, was still Superman. When we got Henry Cavill as Superman, I was like, wow, this dude has the physique. He's handsome. He's fucking like, this is Superman. This is fucking awesome. And then they just ripped him away from me.
I don't understand why studios ever do that. If you got someone that's good in a role, keep him for God's sake.
Okay, well let's look at the bright side. Maybe this means 10 years down the road we'll get an actual proper Doomsday
Oh, that'd be fucking brutal.
Ooh,
instead of fucking
I'd be okay
Zod's
with that.
reanimated corpse.
I'd be okay with the proper Doomsday.
okay.
Because so far we have not seen a proper Doomsday in any format,
Mm-mm.
not even in the animated version.
Yeah.
Because in the animated version, it's always he falls from the sky in a meteor and he starts attacking, but he's actually been buried in the earth
ground.
for
Yep.
a long ass time.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there was one animated one that did do that. Was that the
No.
show? Was that Unlimited?
No, he literally fell out of
Fell
the sky
from
in
Earth.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
As soon as he fell to the earth,
I know he did in Death of Superman.
yeah, he came and he was intelligent and he spoke, and fucking Superman from the Justice Lords lobotomized him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, man. DC, once again, DC,
Dude, I would full on love to see a Justice Lords movie.
What's the one where is that? Because there's a couple bad Justice Leagues like that, right?
There's the Crime Syndicate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Crime Syndicate. Okay.
Owlman.
Owlman, yeah. Which I was very confused the first time I saw Owlman because I was like, wait a minute. Isn't that Owlman from The Watchmen, which is also DC owned, or is it not Owlman from The Watchmen? But it's not. It's a different
not,
Owlman,
yeah.
but it's still DC owned and very confusing.
The Crime Syndicate Owlman predates the Watchmen Owlman by a couple
I believe
decades.
that. Oh, I believe that. But still,
But which, by the way, Owlman in the was it Crisis on Two Earths movie? Was it him?
yeah,
James Woods.
James Woods. That's
Yeah.
right. You know what's also awesome about that movie is Batman totally rocks the fucking the forklift from Aliens in it
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
to fight evil Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's been a minute
Fucking
since I've
wrecks him.
seen that. I'm gonna have to pop that in.
And then she literally keeps him around for a play toy. And I'm like, I love these movies. Like
I
they're
have never seen
just
any of
almost
these, so-
they're just almost dirty enough for adults, but they're still good enough for kids. And you're just like, yeah, she's gonna do dirty things to Batman. Alrighty, gentlemen. So is there anything else nerdy we want to discuss? Or are we good?
I'm just wondering who all still has movies to watch on their Christmas watch list because I've barely even started. I've still got to.
I have
watch-
not started any.
I always
Wait, what do you
save
mean?
Die Hard for Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm lying.
I've
because
watched
Bobby
literally most
posted
of
it.
all mine.
Because Bobby posted it in the chat the other day. I started watching Scrooged. I haven't
Oh,
finished it
I
yet,
watched
but
that
I
the other
started
night.
watching it.
That's on my
This is
list.
the only one I haven't watched yet.
I still
and
fucking
Gremlins.
laugh every
Gremlins
time
are
I
what
watch
have
that
to.
movie.
I gotta
It's a
watch
great
Gremlins.
fucking movie.
Of
I gotta watch
course.
Gremlins with the kids. I gotta finally sit down and watch it with them.
Dude, like I said, I started watching Christmas Story Christmas, and I'm very excited to finish it. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually got really teary eyed in one scene, and I was like, "Oh damn it!"
Dude,
I was like,
I'm not. Even though it's not.
Steve,
a
I
Christmas
think
movie,
you will definitely get teary eyed in that scene.
All
'Cause
right.
I was like, life, fuck you.
Is it like a dad
This must
flashback
be a
or
dad
something?
thing.
Oh man, I'm gonna cry. God damn it.
Oh, come on.
I literally thought of Steve
Okay,
while I was having. I was like,
so
Steve's gonna
so
cry.
Friday, I got wasted, right? I got wasted at the bar Friday, and when I'm, I get wasted normally every weekend, but I'm good.
You're working.
When I get emotional after hours,
Oh.
I got home and Mel and I were laying down, and I have my hand on her belly, and I'm singing Elvis songs to her belly or whatever, and I'm like just in my own little world, and then it hits me. And I just start bawling, and she's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "My dad's not gonna get to know this one." Like, I just lost my shit, and I was like, I woke up in the morning. I was like, "I was wasted last night, huh?" Like, but that's how you know I'm like way past my limit because I start crying about my dad.
I'm waiting to watch A Christmas Story Christmas after I watch the first Christmas Story on Christmas Eve, and then I'll watch it.
I mean, they got both of them on Max right now, so I feel like you could watch Christmas Story.
I could, but it's a tradition for me to watch
Oh,
it
it's
all Christmas Eve.
Which shout out to this movie. They kept fucking referencing, and I fucking loved that.
Yes,
They
and she's like,
literally
"How do you
referenced
fucking watch that movie?"
Yeah, they literally referenced the 24-hour TBS.
Yeah, he was loving it, and she was shitting on
And
it.
I'm like, yes. I'm like, that's my dude, because
That's
I'm
right.
part of that shit.
That right there is a relationship. A person who loves the 24-hour Christmas Story marathon and one who doesn't. I'm the one who loves it.
I love it.
I love it. My wife hates it. My dad loves it. My mom hates it. Like, it's awesome. Yeah, dude.
I don't think Mel's ever seen it. We'll find. I don't think
You
she's
have to
ever seen
rectify that.
Yeah.
Get an erection for it.
She's never really celebrated Christmas, so this is big.
There you go.
You know, another one of my all-time Christmas ones that I always throw in there is Just Friends, and I haven't watched that yet either. It is a rom-com, I know, with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
Anna
Oh
Faris.
yes.
I love that movie, dude. It's kind of like because it's not a specific Christmas movie, but it takes place at Christmas. They always have carolers like in between each cutscene to like bring it into the next scene. Like, yeah, I don't know. I consider it a Christmas movie.
I'm sure I'm gonna take a lot of shit for this, and I can't watch it until Christmas Day. I actually really like the movie Last Christmas with Emilia Clarke.
Never seen it.
Oh yeah.
Me and the wife went. She made me take her to see it in the theater. It's a very enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
And she's hot.
Yes.
I would just be singing fucking Wham the whole time, dude. I can't do that.
Dude, it doesn't even play until the very end.
Are you out yet?
Oh yeah, dude. I've been waiting.
Okay.
I'm still in.
I'm
I'm really worried because Friday I have to make a Walmart run because the wife's sending me while she's at work, and I think that's because the last couple times I've heard it in Walmart and I've heard it in the mall this past weekend, but there were covers and I was safe. I think third time's going to be the charm. I think Friday I might be getting knocked out.
Well, here's hoping that you don't, buddy.
Fingers crossed.
You make it. That's right.
So I played the bingo to redeem yourself, and I was like, yeah, I'm redeemed. It doesn't mean I'm back in the game, but I'm redeemed. And then the fucking art teacher played it again, and I was like, son of a bitch, son of a like literally within 10 minutes of me being fucking redeemed, it fucking started playing. I was like, I hate you so much.
That's fantastic.
That's crap, dude.
Oh, and I just got some news right now. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's going to be 25 degrees on Thursday night going into Friday. If we get some if it fucking rains, we're going to get fucking snow.
Dude, you know what the temperature here is going to be on Christmas fucking day?
Yeah, you want to know?
What's that?
It's like 6 degrees.
Yeah, like
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that's what ours is, like 6.
Well, 25 is a big deal for me.
So. Oh, actually, no, it went up. Actually, we're sitting at 22 and 17.
That's still gonna be cold.
Our low's 10, the high is 16.
It's gonna be 25 on Friday, 27 on Saturday. So,
but Chad,
we've
Dad,
already got snow on the
your
ground.
state got pretty much like fucking shut down this week, dude. Like it was bad news bears.
We only got ice right here.
No, I
Places
know, but
around
I'm
us
saying
got
like
snow, but
there's from last week alone, dude, like a lot of our trucks that we deal with come through Pennsylvania and they all got fucking shut down because they couldn't fucking drive because
yeah,
it was so icy.
80 was
and shit.
closed. 80 was the major highway was closed.
Yep. Yeah, it was bad
Because
news
our
bears.
governor's a fucking pussy.
Well, don't need pileups,
but in all honesty, for some reason, I-80 is literally the snow belt through the state. Anything south of there gets a lot less snow than above it. Above it, they could get like where my in-laws live. They literally live right along 80, and they can get 6 inches of snow, and we'll have a light dusting here.
Getting that full 6. Nice.
Yeah, like my girlfriend tonight. Woo!
Woo! Getting that full 4. All right.
It's 3.
4.
But yeah, like I said, I still got a few movies to watch. And I was
It's
actually
an
thinking,
inch.
oh
It's
yeah,
an angry inch.
But I was
I'm
thinking
full
of
8,
throwing
sorry.
on. It's a Thanksgiving movie, but I was thinking Planes, Trains, and Automobiles again.
Oh, that's a good one.
that never
I just
gets
watched
old.
that on Thanksgiving and laughed so fucking hard. I'm like, I really think the wife needs to see this.
I like watching the movie the night before.
Oh, dude, Mel and I watched that one last week. She had never seen it, and we were trying to go to bed, and she put it on, and she was just laughing her ass off.
So good.
And ever since she saw it, she's like, you need to do this, and you need to do this, and before the baby's here, you need to do that. I'm like, you're doing that because of the fucking movie, right? She's like, I just want you to have fun before the baby's here. So she's like totally encouraging me to go smoke weed and eat shrooms and do all this shit, and I'm like,
I
don't think
you.
I've ever heard
Yeah,
of
I'm
that.
like,
I love you.
I'm like, no, I will not do that.
Hell yeah. That's what New Year's Eve is all about. All righty, boys. Well, I think it's time for us to wrap it on up.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah,
eat.
buddy.
All righty. So, Scuba Steve, if you want to start us off, homie.
As always, I'm your host with the ghost, the prince with the paranormal, the duke of the dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, Feliz Navidad.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying, Merry Christmas, bitches, and we'll see you next week for the end of days.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying, slay all day, Merry fucking Christmas, enjoy, and get that morning Christmas head with that morning Woody.
Yeah. And this is your not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, saying Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, enjoy your festivities, Gorehounds, and we will see you next week to bring in the new year. And remember, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Morning Wood.